Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Kevin and Robin here for another super exciting Wednesday full of really great German wines, really great packs, lots of gifting, all things Christmas.
We got a lot to talk about today, Robin. We better get to it.
We should.
Because we're tasting some super interesting German wines and no Riesling on the table, I see.
There's no Riesling. I really wanted us to showcase a lot of what Krieger, one of our newer producers, has to offer without showcasing Riesling, because that's what a lot of us associate with German wine.
Right.
And they do a lot of really great other stuff too.
Yeah, I think probably if we took a poll of everybody out there, and I know fancy new glasses, we can talk about those too. If we took a poll of everybody out there and asked them how many German reds they've had, the number would probably come back pretty small, because we haven't really had a lot of German reds, have we, on the shelf in the last, say, past decade?
Not so much, but if you've been shopping with us, you'll notice that we've got quite a few more these days. And also this little Sauvignon Blanc. And I mean, it's no secret, Sauvignon Blanc isn't always what I turn to, but in this particular bottle, it's pretty awesome. It's definitely a little more tropical, juicy, bright, really fresh, and super crushable for 27 bucks.
Times are changing. I'm going to turn into a Sauvignon Blanc fan. I do like Sauvignon Blanc. It's a grape variety that I do enjoy, but very specific styles usually. So I really like those kind of stony, minerally ones that you get mostly in the Loire Valley or the Turin area. But this one, I think this one really captured my imagination because I'd never really had Sauvignon Blanc from Germany before, maybe one or two just as a curiosity. But I thought this really had like a lot more complexity and something, a little extra in there that most Sauvignon Blancs don't have.
Totally. I think they're doing a really great job. This is definitely something that you can have throughout the holidays. Again, just like really juicy and fresh.
Yeah, I'd say most people would probably know Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand. So the difference in this style, you don't get any of that green kind of grassy note in this. You don't get that kind of gooseberry character that you get in a lot of New Zealand wines. This one has more like, I'd say like a citrusy or kind of lemony tone, but the texture is really cool on this wine, which is really what sold it for me. It's got a nice little bit of richness to it, which I really like in this wine. This is actually, I think, really one of my favorite white wines in the shop right now. $27.95 for that one?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like right in the middle, but I think you get a lot for what you pay for. It does remind me a lot of like maybe some of the more expensive French versions that get up to like 40, 50 bucks. So I think it's a fabulous value. Let's talk about Krieger a little bit first, don't you think?
We should. They've been around since the 1600s in the Pfalz, right?
Not new.
Not new.
There
Been
you
around
go.
for quite a while. And again, doing some really fun stuff. We've got tons of reds from them too. We're featuring the Spätburgunder, the Dornfelder, and they've also got some Saint Laurent.
Yeah, so grape varieties, two of those you might not know. So the Pfalz is kind of an interesting part of Germany, right? It's in the south and it kind of comes right down and touches the French border, and it borders on Alsace. So it's a little bit warmer region, right? So you're going to see a little more red grapes coming in, and the whites you see there tend to be a little more powerful. They're not like that kind of super lean style that you see in the Mosel or cooler areas. The Pfalz has definitely a lot more power in the wines, and it really shows in these. And it's a great area for Pinot Noir. So Pinot Noir is I think it's the second most important grape variety there. So we've been hunting for new Pinot Noir, as you know, if you watch this, because I'm always on the look for good Pinot Noir under 30 bucks. And I think this is one of my favorite, $26.95.
Yeah.
And it smells great in this glass.
Totally.
Want to talk about glassware a little bit?
Let's talk about glassware a little bit.
These are pretty fancy looking new glasses we got in the shop today. I'm liking these.
So these are brand new. They just arrived today, actually, this morning, to our shop. They come in these super fun little two glass packs if you are wanting to do some gifting. They are a lead-free crystal. And it is a single blown unit, so there isn't a little seam here, which actually prevents a lot of breakage, and they are dishwasher safe. Who doesn't want a great glass that's dishwasher safe?
I'm going to be popping a couple of these in my dishwasher, I think, this weekend, because I really like these. I noticed when we were in California a few weeks ago, almost every tasting room we went to had these.
Yeah.
I love the shape.
Yeah.
The nice thing about this shape is it works equally well for red and white, as we've shown here. It's a great little Pinot Noir glass. Like the wine really jumps out of here, right? It kind of concentrates the aromatics a little bit, the shape, and I like it a lot.
And we will be popping these on the website too, so if you are looking to do a little bit of gifting, or if you're making a wine order and you want to add on a little bit of glassware, you're only going to find them with us.
That's awesome. And like you said, these are hard to break if you knock them over. I'm not going to do it right now because there's some wine in here I don't want to waste, but if you do knock them over, they're a little harder to break than your average super high quality crystal because it's one piece.
They do have a little decanter as well too.
There you go. Those are pretty.
Just in case, you know, Christmas is coming.
You got lots of Christmas ideas for everyone this year. I can do all my shopping here. Does that work? Do people get mad at that if they only get wine and glasses from me?
I really like this Pinot. It's really fresh, it's really lifted, it's got great balance, it's not like overly heavy and jammy, it's just a really pretty style for $26.
Yeah, if you like Pinot Noir that is more like on the spiciness, right? Like it's a more savory style and really spicy and super crushable. Like this wine just like practically drinks itself. I love this style of Pinot Noir. And you get something interesting, right? It's not just another big jammy one from California or a French version that tends to be a little bit more expensive. Like, I don't know if you can find a better Pinot Noir for $26 on that.
There we go.
I'm going to crush this and get into the Dornfelder because I really like this one. There you go.
We talked about the Dornfelder a little bit last week. We did kind of briefly mention it. But again, they're going to be open on the tasting bar, so please, please, please come in. Dornfelder used to be blended a lot and kind of mixed in with other varieties in German reds to add a little bit of color, add a little more richness to it. And I love it because you get more of that like blueberry fruit profile. It's a little bit softer. The tannins are super silky.
This is, if you've never had red wine from Germany before, I really want you to start with this one.
Everything we need.
It's $23.95. Dornfelder is such a neat grape because it's got this incredible punchy, spicy character. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like California Zinfandel almost. It's like really it's really generous,
But
and it's
then
got
just a
this
little
great
softer.
spice. Yeah, it's not as big and boozy, but it does have a lot of those same characters, and I think it's such a fun wine. And at that price point,
Yeah,
so many fun
$23.
things you can do with this. This is so delicious. I'm gonna buy one of these. I think I just sold one to myself. How's that?
You're taking all three home.
You know, the fun thing about Krieger too is when we found these guys, you know, when during COVID we're not able to travel like we used to. So I actually found these guys online because this won the best German Pinot Noir under I think 20 euros. So it won a big award. And when we approached them about working with the wines and getting samples, they'd never actually exported outside of Germany. So we were the first people to get these guys. It's a tiny little family winery. They don't make a lot of juice, but it's kind of fun to be the only place you could buy this outside of Germany. So there you go.
Only place you can get the wine, only place you can get the glass. I think you got to come see us.
Yeah, we got it all going on. Anything else you want to talk about?
I do. Can you shuffle those out of the way?
I can.
There's too much going on.
We do. Lots of things happening.
Also, the only place that you will find our 12 days of wine.
Nice.
So these are up on the website, $249.95, and then just today we added the ultimate 12 days of wine, full of some of our favorite premium selections from the shop as well.
So you got this edition for $249, and the premium edition is how much?
$525.
$525.
For all bottles, that would be $50 or more a bottle, kind of averaging right around that price point. So pretty great, and a little tasting card to go with it.
Comes with a little card, so that makes it a pretty fun little gift. So you got all the little doors on there, but we don't tell you which wine is in there, but you got a little tasting card so you know if you're getting a red, a white, or a sparkling, and that way you can make sure you're pulling the right wine, but it doesn't take the surprise out.
Exactly, and still doing free delivery within Calgary, so if you are wanting to get one of these sent to someone, or of course a gift for yourself, we can do that for you.
Do a gift for yourself.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree.
All right, anything else? That's a lot.
That's a lot.
All right, we'll leave it there. Hope to see you all this weekend. It's going to be busy in here, but these guys, we probably got a week or two before they're all gone. So if you want one, order it online or come see us.